to another Treats and Eats Copycat Disney recipe video. We hope you enjoy watching them as much as we enjoy making them. If so, please leave us a comment in the sections below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you want to keep up to date on all our latest Treats and Eats recipes, crafts, and tips and tricks on visiting the Disney parks, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. We've got a lot of videos coming and you don't want to miss a single one. Disney has a lot of great food options inside their parks. There are just so many recipes that we could choose from, but there's also great places outside of the parks as well. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to head to Fort Wilderness for their Hoop-de-Doo musical review dinner show, where they serve a family-style meal complete with the most yummy cornbread ever. So today we're going to do their cornbread recipe as our copycat recipe. I'm going to go ahead and kick things off by giving you the list of ingredients that you can jot down, and if you need more time, just hit pause. But we're going to get started. It's a pretty straightforward recipe. You're going to set your oven to 375 degrees, and then we're going to mix our dry ingredients first. So we've got our cornmeal, and our flour. Now we do have some gluten allergies in my family, and since I'm making this for my family, I'm using a tapioca flour, but you can use whatever flour is best for your family. And then our sugar. And we can't forget our baking powder, not soda, baking powder. And our salt. And we're just going to mix those all together until blended. Now that it's blended, we're going to put it into our mixer. And attach our mixer head. Okay, then we're going to get another bowl and mix our liquid ingredients. Got our vegetable oil, and our milk. Now if you do have a dairy allergy, it's really easy to swap out coconut milk or some other nut milk that you want to use for this as well. And then 2 eggs. Again, if you have an egg allergy, you can substitute that for another leavening agent. So you would do a tablespoon and a half of vegetable oil, a tablespoon and a half of water, and a teaspoon of baking powder for each egg. So you want to double that because there's 2 eggs in here. So we're going to go ahead and mix that. And once it's mixed, we're going to add it to our dry ingredients slowly while it stirs just until combined. Okay, once it's combined, you're going to take it out of the mixer. I like to just mix it just a little bit more just to make sure that it's all, sometimes it can get stuck on the bottom, the dry ingredients especially. Okay, and then you're going to take your pan, 9 by 13, or you can use a loaf pan if you want, and you're going to use a non-stick cooking spray. I've got coconut oil. And spray your pan, and then pour in your mix. Nice and smooth, just how we like it. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and put your pan into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Be especially sure to watch it near the end. You want it a nice golden brown. You don't want to overcook it. So I'll see you soon. After pulling it from the oven, you'll see the edges are nice and brown and the middle is nice and firm. And that's how you want it. You don't want it too moist in the middle still or gooey, but you do want it a little gooey because that's the good part about cornbread. So you see, it might also be a little bit more brown on the top if you're using regular flour, but because I use that tapioca flour, it didn't get quite as brown as it might normally be, but it's nice and firm in the middle. And then you can serve it for a regular dinner on a weeknight, or you can make it for something special. But because this is a Disney copycat recipe, and Disney likes to add a little something special to everything they do, we like to do that too here on Dole Whip Wishes and Castle Dreams. And today I made, for my sprinkle of pixie dust on my recipe, some whipped honey butter. Oh, it's so good. And it's pretty easy to make. It's just a little bit time consuming because you have to whip the butter. So you take your butter and whip it until it's nice and fluffy, and then you'll add a teaspoon of vanilla very slowly while you mix it, and then you'll add your honey. And you want to do the equal ratio about honey to butter. So how much ever butter you use, that's how much honey you're going to want to mix in. And again, you'll just blend and blend, and it feels like a while that you have to blend it, but you'll just blend it until it's again nice and fluffy. And then you can serve it with your cornbread. And then all you have left to do is enjoy.